Item song requires glamour. Come on, you also know it, we also know it. That's why it's like cameo. It's an item song. என்னோட எல்லாம் பாட்டு கிளாஸியா இருக்கும். Okay, cheap இல்ல. It's not cheap at all. It's like I rather expose on screen and earn money with dignity than that of exposing off screen, you know. Few girls and boys to come up in the industry are ready to do anything and everything. That is because during the take, he just came to kiss me, and so I slapped the artist instantly.
ரகசியாவும் ஒரு தற்கொலை முயற்சியிலிருந்து காப்பாற்றப்பட்டதாக ஒரு செய்தி வந்தது. அது உண்மையா? என்னதான் நடந்துச்சு?
With heavy heart I have to say that yes, I did try attempting suicide. Depression doesn't kill you instantly. It's like a slow poison. It comes over months. The moment when you're dying, that is the time you realize, shit, you want to live. You want to be alive.
நேயர்களுக்கு என்னுடைய அன்பான வணக்கங்கள். நான் இங்க ஜெனிஃபர். இன்னைக்கு ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷலான, ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான ஒரு செலிபிரிட்டி நம்ம கூட இருக்காங்க. 2 சூப்பர் டூப்பர் ஹிட் சாங்ஸ் மூலமா நம்ம எல்லார் மனசுலயும் நீங்காத இடம் பிடிச்ச ரகசியா நம்ம கூட இருக்காங்க. வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் ஜெனிஃபர் and வணக்கம் சூர்யா. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கும் மேம். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் உங்களை பாக்குறதுல.
ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கேன்
மேம். நேரடியா I wanted to get into the questions. நிறைய கேள்விகள் உங்களுக்காக இருக்கு. எப்படி இது எல்லாம் எப்படி தொடங்குச்சு? உங்களுடைய சினிமா என்ட்ரி பத்தி நீங்க சொல்லணும்.
First of all, ரொம்ப நன்றி to Vigadan channel for reaching out to me, and of course to you Jennifer and to Surya. நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன். First of all, I started my career as a theatre artist with Mad Hostel, with Alec Padamsee and Gary Richardson. They are legendary theatre artists. And simultaneously, I was assistant choreographer to Lonji Fernandez, Saroj Khan's son, Raju Khan, and Pony Prakash Raj Verma. So, Orunala, Mahima Chaudhary referred my name to Raj Batra, photographer, for Vasul Raja MBBS. It's one of my most favorite film. I wholeheartedly thank director Charan for it. And that's how I got my first break. And then I didn't know that it was such a Peria project, you know, such a big project that I'm doing. So that's how I got into film industry in South. But I was already into film industry because my dad was from film industry. He had his own publication company. So honestly, there was no struggle for me.
You said you liked item songs. நீங்க வந்து is that the reason or வேற ஏதாவது காரணம் இருக்கா நீங்க கிளாமருக்கு இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சு?
First of all, நிறைய காசு கிடைச்சது for item songs. So yeah, that was my first priority, money, of course. And I was very choosy about with all my projects. I have been very choosy. என்னோட எல்லாம் பாட்டு ஹிட் ஆச்சு. Okay, so item song requires glamour. Come on, you also know it, we also know it. That's why it's like cameo. It's an item song. When it was done by Silk Sumita and Helen and Asha Parekh and all the
true.
Yeah, all best of the actress. இருந்தாலும் என்னோட எல்லாம் பாட்டு கிளாஸியா இருக்கும். Okay, cheap இல்ல. It's not cheap at all. My song is very classy. Okay, and I did my work with lot of dignity and lot of class and lot of maryada. So it's like I rather expose on screen and earn money with dignity than that of exposing off screen, you know. So I did it with lot of respect and dignity, and santoshma, very satisfied and very proud of it.
Off screen la irukkudiya problems for female actresses is well known. A lot of people are coming out with the Me Too allegations and everything. Other people's thought enna?
First of all, I can't understand. I don't know whether to understand Me Too concept or not to understand, because if you are right, the industry is right with you. If you are right, the world is right with you. If you take a shorter way, there will always be complication. But if you take a longer way, it's difficult. Yaro yarium force pandrindile. Nobody forces you to do anything. இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா competition நிறைய வந்துச்சு. There are few people, I would say, with inverted comma, not everybody, few girls and boys to come up in the industry are ready to do anything and everything. Inna venalu panna ready irukanga. Means some do it because of their personal problems, some do it because of their financial problems, some do it because they want fame and success, they have the ambition and focus in life. So yeah, so they choose shortcut in life. And then the Me Too things happen. And even after the Me Too thing happening, where even after whatever they go through, when they don't get work, that is the time I feel they get angry and they want to take a revenge. And then they go to Me Too and do the hashtag Me Too. In my case, I haven't faced anything as such because I'm a very blunt person and straightforward. And of course, I'll be very honest to you, I've come with a big reference of Mahima Chaudhary. So, and first of all, my first song itself was a hit. So there was not much of struggle for me. And a person has to think like pattu times before even messing with me. You know what I mean to say? எனக்கு ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் ஞாபகம் வந்துச்சு. I don't want to name the celebrity, but there was this one artist. You can Google it and YouTube it. It's all over the link and media that there was this one artist whom I slapped on my shoot. That is because during the take he just came to kiss me, and I wasn't aware of this. Secondly, I was not ready for this. And my manager had not told me at all about the scene because he also wasn't aware of this. So I slapped the artist instantly. In fact, and the artist told me it's a part of the script. So I told him that, I used a bad word, which I don't want to use now. And I told him in Tamil that bad words, and I told him that, screw your script and screw you. I am not a part of this because this is not what I want to do. If I want to do something like this, I would have done in Bollywood after doing a debut. So that is not something. In fact, there was even one more incident where I had slapped a director. I don't want to name it, and it was a big ruckus and big scene. So all I want to try to tell you over here is that the moment this thing is happening, we are not kids, we are aware, right, Jennifer? You are aware when someone is trying to be, or you get to know from a touch of a person, whether the person touches you with respect or with lust. You get to know. So you can either stop the person at that very moment and file a complaint. So it doesn't take you to that step forward to go ahead to Me Too. You could instantly take action, and in which a lot of people would get saved. That is one option. Another option, you say, I am not ready for all this because I have my talent in it, I will come up in life. That is another option. And the third option, people actually go ahead because they get that kind of scope. I am not saying the girls who on Me Too have put a complaint or the boys who put on the complaint are wrong or faking it. They are absolutely right. But there's a saying, if one mango is rotten, that doesn't mean the entire basket is rotten.
You're not in particularly criticizing the movement of Me Too. It is just you would rather prefer going upfront with a complaint the moment that it happens.
Exactly.
After you established yourself as an actress, and luckily and thankfully, you had someone to refer you or someone to have your back. But there are a lot of other girls who doesn't have that kind of support. ஆனா அவங்களுக்கு சினிமா பத்தி பெரிய ஆசை இருக்கு, கனவு இருக்கு, உள்ள வராங்க. ஆனா உள்ள வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் அவங்கள யார நம்புறதுன்னு தெரியறது இல்ல. அண்ட் ஏமாந்து போறாங்க. அத பத்தி நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க மேம்?
Or it's not just in film and fashion industry. Our industry is just open about it. It's in every field. Every day you see on news, there are cheaters and scamming going on everywhere. There are cheaters everywhere. I mean, imagine me. I got cheated, dude. Like a person like me being from film industry, I am from film industry, seen the world for 10 years, and I got cheated. So we all are humans and cheaters are everywhere. And my only advice to all the newcomers is that you take precaution and uh, do be street smart, do your homework, and make sure you do paperwork. I did a big mistake that I never did paperwork and I trusted blindly. Don't trust anyone blindly except for your parents. And this would be my advice.
இந்த மாதிரி டிசப்பாயின்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது நாட் ஆல் ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸ் ஆர் எக்யூப்ட் டு ஹேண்டில் இட் எவ்ரி டைம் இன் அ பெர்ஃபெக்ட் வே. சில சமயம் தெர் ஆர் மொமெண்டரி லேப்சஸ், நிறைய தவறான முடிவுகளை நோக்கி அது அவங்கள தள்ளுது. அப்படிதான் சுஷாந்த் சிங்ல ஆரம்பிச்சு இன்னைக்கு நிறைய சினிமா பிரபலங்கள் வந்து ஒரு தவறான முடிவெடுக்கிறாங்க, ஒரு தற்கொலையில போய் அவங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கை முடியுது. அந்த மாதிரி ஐ எம் சாரி டு ஆஸ்க் யூ, நீங்க ஆல்ரெடி எமோஷனலா இருக்கீங்க. அதே மாதிரி ரகசியாவும் ஒரு தற்கொலை முயற்சியிலிருந்து காப்பாற்றப்பட்டதாக ஒரு செய்தி வந்தது. அது உண்மையா? என்னதான் நடந்துச்சுங்க?
Sushant, death itself is a big loss to the entire nation. I knew him somehow. For me, it was very shocking, personally. But today I am here at that situation, but I'm alive and answering the same question about me. And with heavy heart, I have to say that yes, I did try attempting suicide because I was left with no option. So என்னோட பர்த்டே எனக்கு I decided to end my life on my birthday itself. I thought that I'll give off my life. Depressed இருக்கிறவங்க, it's depression is never crying and sad in one corner. People who are depressed, you will always see them laughing. You will always see them jolly. You will always see them smiling. I was always smiling and laughing because depression is always covered with a mask. If you notice, Nano Abdida. But I was dying every single second of my life. I was dying because of going bankrupt. I was dying because of stress, no work. It was all just coming up to me, everything. So, and then all I decided I can't act in real life. I'll honestly tell you, depression doesn't kill you instantly. It's like a slow poison. It comes over months. I'm sure Sushant was thinking about suicidal since months because I had gone through it and come back. So people who suicides are not coward, dude. It takes a lot of courage, a lot of courage, and months of stress and tension. Now already psychiatric tablets have touched it. So that day I overdosed those tablets because I couldn't see what state I got my parents on street, and after that only instantly during that period I got bankrupt in that last 10 years, and work wasn't there because I isolated myself, and then I met this guy. I was in a long distance relationship. I got engaged to him thinking that I'll have a better future, but then I put it on social media very happily. It was all over the social media that I've got engaged, and then things didn't work out, and my marriage got called off. So that was a big trauma for me. And in that, my grandma passed away because she wanted to see me married, and I couldn't even fulfill her last wish, Jennifer. you know, that guilt.
And
We die with guilt inside. And that day I realized who are my actual friends, and it's only your family who comes for you, man. And my friends and my family rushed me to the doctor's clinic. And today I'm here talking to you, but trust me, I was completely unconscious because of popping too many sleeping tablets in one shot. And in that unconsciousness, I will tell you that phase that I have seen in that unconsciousness where I was all the time thinking, what will happen to my parents? How can I do this? And who will take care of them if I'm gone? And that is the time when I actually wanted to live. So people who suicide are not happily suiciding. They really want to live in life. Trust me, Jennifer, on this. In the moment when you're dying, that is the time you realize shit, you want to live. You want to be alive. And I've come back from that phase, and I would never advise anyone to try this because trust me, we try it in depression, but sometimes we are lucky we get saved, but sometimes we are unlucky and we don't get saved. And we want to do a lot. And with near near that experience were a பெரிய lesson கட்டு கொடுத்துச்சு. It's like it's a big lesson of my life, and I thank God for just keeping me alive. And I decided now I just want to live for myself and my loved ones. I honestly, I'm too detached from the world now. I can't trust anyone. It's,
more value to the importance of life, ma'am. அதுதான் நான் நினைக்கிறேன். Because you've gone through what you've gone through, and you're coming with a stronger message to people that they shouldn't do it. So, come on, ma'am. You're such a strong woman. You've seen everything, and we don't want you to break down. We want you to stay strong.
sorry.
Please don't.
Just stop crying. It just, it's like the flashbacks. But it was a stupid thing that I did. I accept it's a very stupid mistake.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I wouldn't advise anybody to do this. And of course, I am, if anyone is going through depression, I would want everyone who's hearing me out right now, if you're going through depression, you can definitely get in touch with me. Talk it out to me. I'm there on Instagram. You can just talk it out to me. Share about what you're going through. I won't be able to help you completely, but I can at least try to understand and try to be a moral support to you. But please, please don't try to kill yourself. Life is precious, trust me, and it doesn't come back. If you're lucky, you are back. But if you're not lucky, you're gone. And you don't get another chance.
Right.
So,
Right. I'm sure, and I would also like to extend gratitude, ma'am. The support that you're showing to people who are struggling, encouraging people to reach out to you. I think everybody who has gone through what you've gone through has to do that. Uh, we have to support each other, and that is the whole point of being human. So, thank you on that note. And, ma'am, you were talking about it has taught you a lot of lessons. I would like to focus on the positive side of the entire thing that has happened in your life. என்ன கத்துக்கிட்டீங்க மேம் இதுக்கப்புறம் ஆஃப்டர் திஸ் ஈவெண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் இன்சிடென்ட் ஹேப்பன் என்ன முடிவு பண்ணீங்க என்ன கத்துக்கிட்டீங்க
after getting my life back, was I went through all the lanes in Mumbai. Uh, I went and met all the kids, and I donated everywhere stationeries and sweets and food and everything, which gave me a lot of peace because those children's smile was something I was missing, the smile in my life. So I thought of giving smile to people in their life. And after getting my life back, it took me a lot to sit here right now and talk to you. But the lessons that I learned is to do paperwork, very important. Never to give money, just trusting anybody blindly because once the money is gone, it doesn't come back. And and with money, the relations are also gone. And I have a lot of responsibility to take care of because there are a lot of NGOs that I'm associated with, which I have a responsibility now on me. So I'm honestly just thinking about doing my work, doing something in life fruitful, and sharing it with the world because life is too small. I want to do something not materialistic wise, but people remember me in their memory, like the kids, they remember, okay, this is the Santa Claus auntie who had come and give chocolates every year to us, which I do every year, go and give chocolates. But when I see them, it's a different kind of happiness. So yeah, that is something I want to continue till my very last breath. So that is something I want to do.
Beautifully said, ma'am. Beautifully said. And just one last question. I took much of your.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, please.
What's the plan, ma'am? What's your future plan? ரகசிய உங்களுடைய அடுத்த கட்டம் அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன?
Uh,
அடுத்த பிளான் என்ன? அடுத்த கட்டத்துக்கான பிளான்.
I want to open a dance studio, of course, where in a dance studio where I can actually give free tutorials to kids who are from slums and who can't afford. I want to give them free tutorials, and I want to come up with something like university diversity kind of a thing, where it's just a free world, like. And நான் ஒன்னும் சொல்றேன் உங்களை ரொம்ப காதில் இருக்கிறேன். That's
ஆஹா.
it. Yeah.
நாங்களும் உங்களை ரொம்ப ரொம்ப காதலிக்கிறோம், மேம். We all
So,
love you.
special thanks to you all. Romba 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 Nandri to Vigadan for actually taking up efforts to actually know the artist and showing concern. So Romba Santoshima Yerke.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And எனக்கு particular-ஆ வழக்கமா celebrities they have this posh exterior அப்படி இல்லாம you've been really realistic, you've been very expressive and ரொம்ப true to yourself, true to very honest, to the audience. நீங்க உங்களுடைய எமோஷன்ஸா இருக்கட்டும், இல்ல உங்களுடைய லைஃப் ஸ்டோரிஸா இருக்கட்டும், இல்ல everything that you have shared shows that you're just an open book. You have given us everything to know about.
Yeah,
And thank
Ragasya means a secret, but actually this Ragasya has no secret to it. You can just read it. So Romba Nandri and Vanakkam. Thank you so much.
நன்றி.
God bless you.
Thank you. சீக்கிரமா உங்களோட அடுத்த ப்ராஜெக்ட பத்தி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றதுக்கு we'll meet again.
Sure, sure. Kandipa. Of course.
Yeah.
I will definitely, the first person to interview me will be you always. Thank you.
Much love to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Romba Nandri. Vanakkam.